Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the second episode of the 46 and 3 podcast. I'm Sterling.
I'm Nathan.
And today we're going to be talking about police body cams and a new game that's coming out soon. Is somebody copying the other? Let's talk about that.
So before we talk about any of that, follow us on Twitter, 46 and 3. Yeah, somewhere right here, maybe even be behind us. But I'm gonna go in and talk to us about the very first thing.
All right, so our first thing we're going to be talking about is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Beta just finished. There's about 23 days until the actual game comes out. I personally enjoyed the beta. The beta was a lot of fun.
From the gameplay I've seen, it looks pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. But a few questions I have is the 64 versus 64 mode. You think they're copying Battlefield? Because, I mean, like, you can fly vehicles, drive tanks, ATVs and stuff like that.
I feel like maybe a little bit, but then again, you can't copyright something like that because it's a war game. Multiple games are going to have that. I mean, Fortnite, for example, they got vehicles. They have that 50v50. So I mean, it's somewhat like it, but I don't know. We just have to wait and see how the actual game is.
And then another aspect that I want to talk about is the loot box system. I recently read something. Call of Duty is not denying or agreeing that there's going to be any pay-to-win loot box system or type of weapons in the game, which honestly, I think if they go down that road, it's going to kill Modern Warfare.
Yeah, for sure. Like, so many Call of Duties have had that issue of pay to win. If they have one Call of Duty without it, it's going to do so well. It's cosmetics only. People are going to be more interested, and if you have to actually grind for those cosmetics, it's just going to make it so much funner.
All right, yeah. Just let us know what you guys think about loot boxes down in the system, down in the comments. Do you think it's going to kill Modern Warfare, or do you think it's going to save it? Our next topic.
Mario Kart Tour, if you have an iPhone or any phone really, it's on phones now. And we just found out today that it's going to be $10 a month for multiplayer, which is going to suck because multiplayer is not even out yet.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun. You just do laps with random online people for now. So we still just have to wait and see what happens in the future.
Yeah. I personally don't like that because, I want to play with my friends. I want to play with my brothers. But I gotta pay for it, man.
If it was like $10 for the very first time and that's it, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know, $10 a month, that's a little too much.
I don't know. I don't understand the point of it. I understand they're money hungry, but still, man, I don't like that aspect.
Yeah.
It's like the loot boxes. It's like, I know you're money hungry, but do you really need us to spend all this money for a chance to get something cool?
I don't think it's worth it.
It's really not.
Moving more to music. Ozzy Osbourne's out of the hospital. If you know anything about him, he was in the hospital due to a hand infection. It sucks. There's not really too much that they've said about his infection, but if you have to cancel a tour because of it, it's pretty bad then.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's very bad.
He was on a Post Malone song. I haven't listened to it. I don't listen to rap that much, but I thought it was funny how people thought Post Malone was putting Ozzy on the stage, like making him blow up out of nowhere. Like, people really don't know who he is.
Yeah. They're like, oh my God, Ozzy Osbourne, who's this?
It's like, he's a rock god pretty much.
Yeah.
He's a huge influence for many artists, not just rock stars, I guess.
Yeah. Another thing for music, Blink-182 has released their new album, 9, after 2-3 years. I've listened to the whole album about 2-3 times now, and I gotta say, I personally enjoy it. They got a lot of songs that are like their old style songs, some sad songs, some really good songs. Personally, I think it did really well, but that just raises the question: is punk rock dying? Like,
I feel like, I don't know. The punk originally, it was a style, it wasn't a genre. People were punk to stand out, to rebel against the norm.
Yeah.
And I believe it's still like that, just it's not as popular. But punk rock and rock in general, it's never going to leave. It's going to stay. It might not be as popular, but there's still going to be fans for it all around the world.
But I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with, being different and being like who you truly are, and that's,
you stand out. People start to notice you more when you stand out.
That's what I think is good about Blink-182 and Green Day and all them, is because like they're not afraid to be
say what they want to say,
are.
Make their own music.
Yeah.
If you like Rob Zombie, you know about Captain Spaulding Sid. He passed away recently at the age of 80. They haven't said or they haven't confirmed how he died, but honestly, everyone knows health problems.
Yeah.
He's 80. Like, what are you going to be doing? But there's not really much to say about him. We just felt like including him in the show because he was an amazing actor, and it's sad to see him go. I wouldn't say so early, but it's still sad to see him go because if you've seen House of a Thousand Corpses or The Devil's Rejects, you know he was the killer clown, the crazy guy, and he fit the role really well. Some people just can't do that, and he was perfect for it.
It's like the guy that plays Pennywise in It. I personally think that he fit that role really well.
Yeah.
And I watched a video about, you know, how he did that smile or whatever, and
Yeah,
it gave me
crazy.
chills. But I've seen a few clips of him from House of a Thousand Corpses, and I definitely think that that was the role that he was meant for. Yeah.
I feel like some actors, they're just meant for a specific role.
Yeah.
And it's always like that.
All right, and moving to our last topic of the day. If any of you guys are fans of Live PD, PD Cam, or Live Rescue, coming October 17th, new series, Live PD Wanted. It deals with the world's most deadliest criminals, and it's focused around FBI and, you know, CIA and SWAT team and stuff like
feel
that.
Like they're gonna show a lot of cool stuff on there, but you know it's the FBI and the CIA. They have a lot of confidential stuff that can't be seen.
Oh yeah.
But we asked ourselves this question: how are the filmers protected in these shows? Like, what goes on for the filmers for them to be safe?
I mean, from what I've seen, they wear a big, bright, you know, yellow construction vest that says media on it. And I'm pretty sure if you shoot a media member, it's up there with charges like, you know, shooting a cop or anybody like that.
Yeah,
like,
for
you
sure,
get
because
fined.
they're not doing anything. They're filming, they're recording.
Oh, yeah.
They're just documenting pretty much.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. They're getting paid to do that, but you know, they have to sign a contract or something saying you will probably get shot. You will probably, something will happen to you.
Eventually, at some point, but it's worth it, honestly. They're probably making a lot of money from it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially when they have to chase after the cops and run with all that equipment on their
for sure.
shoulders. Dude,
they got to be working, too, for that.
I mean, I'm not in shape, but I could not imagine, you know, even being in shape and carrying that camera, because those things are heavy.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd die.
I haven't ran in so long, but I could not imagine that.
I think shows like that are pretty interesting just because you don't see it from exactly the cop's perspective. You see it from someone who's watching them, you know?
Yeah.
It's different. It's, I guess, better than body cams. I like it.
Yeah.
You get to see what everyone's doing, not just that one person.
It's definitely an experience to see what goes on. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for episode 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and every Friday we'll have this thing called Fan Friday. One lucky winner gets to comment a topic, and we'll talk about it, and they will get their name put up on the board behind us for a shout-out. Be sure to follow us on Twitter as well, 46 and 3. All right.
Somewhere over here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. See y'all later.